Hello, friends. Welcome to CareersTalk. I'm Student Sharma, a senior consultant based in Netherlands, and along with my CareersTalk team, I welcome you all. So we are continuing our business analyst live simulation series with a real project named Lazada, a marketplace where people can buy various branded clothes. So each of our session are divided into two parts. The first half focus on theory, and the second half feature a live demo session. But before we start, if you are new here, please subscribe and check out our previous live simulation sessions in the Business Analyst full course playlist for better understanding. And the link you can find in the description box or the first pin comment. And friends, we'll really appreciate if you like and share these videos with your business analyst friends, LinkedIn connections, and business analyst different WhatsApp communities. Okay, so without further delay, let me invite Samir, who is going to lead this session on data analysis. So Samir, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sunant, and hello everyone. So I'm Samir. So today we are going to discuss about the data analysis part of our marketplace, Lazada. So for that, I have prepared a slide, and allow me to share my screen and walk you through about those information. So you should be able to see my screen. Can someone just confirm if you're able to?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay.
All right. So in today's session, we had this is what the agenda. So we are going to speak about like our stakeholder, the problem statement, what is the data that we have collected from our website transactions, some analysis, improvements that can be suggested by our stakeholder, and last but not least, some question and answer, and followed by if you have any other suggestions. So this is what I feel based on my discussion with our esteemed stakeholder. Currently, Lazada is facing some challenges in across all its regions because it's a multi-region marketplace and it faces some challenges at the current moment. The sales trend versus what exactly the future strategies that our stakeholder wants to focus, they are not aligned. So this is getting a more and more blocker for the future growth of our marketplace Lazada. So we are going to solve this problem because as we mentioned, like to solve any problem, we need to have some contextual data around it. And if we have the data, we can always analyze the data, we can examine, do some cleansing, some transformation, try to do some modeling on the data, and then we can bring some meaningful insights which would help our stakeholder to take the right decisions for Lazada. And last but not least, we will be using the Power BI, which is a powerful tool in the market at the current days to have those data insights and doing some data trends and also analyze those data. Right. So along with me today, we have the stakeholder, and I would like to welcome all of them, Vijaya, Anjali, Saheli, Bismoy, Alishan, and Kanu. They are our stakeholder. So I would like to first ask our stakeholder that because in our past conversations and all, you have mentioned there is a lot of challenges that you have faced in your sales channel, in your regions and all, but we haven't spoken in detail in a granular way. So can you please explain what are the challenges that you are facing? Maybe first I will hand it over to Vijay. Where would you like to comment some of the challenges that you have faced in your role? Vijay.
Yes, I am seeing there's a lack of robust system to analyze and address sales volatility that is resulting in missed opportunities to stabilize and grow revenue.
Oh, that sounds like a very big problem. So, okay, thanks, Vijay, for the insight. Anjali, how about you?
Yeah, well, I see that there is a difference in the in-store and online performance. Like there are product types that perform significantly better online versus in-store. So this is something that I have observed.
Okay, so that means your sales are not consistent in your physical store versus the online, which is also a major blocker for your sales.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Okay. Thanks, Anjali. Saheli.
Yeah, so one I would like to mention here that the searching of the products and the sorting things, I feel that can be improved, like sorting of all kind of products here.
Okay, something to do with like where exactly the improvements in your web channel can happen, and depending on how is the drop in the sales, right? Something in that context. Okay, quite a good one, Saheli. Thank you, Bismay.
Yeah. So what I believe is that there is a lack of seasonal sales analysis happening in Lazada, which is not helping us in optimizing our inventory. Also, our promotional strategy is getting delayed uh, because of this lack of understanding of seasonal trends, and it's causing a
Yeah.
lot of issues.
Yeah, I can sense that probably that's a very big bet from your competitors as well, because you don't have a seasonal trends insight and you are not able to take a decisions on that aspect. Okay, thanks, Vijay. We are going to solve that problem as well, and hopefully with the insights we are going to present, that might help you to take some decision. Alation, next you are. Alation, if you'd like to share any of your challenges that you have faced in the recent days.
Yes, we have ineffective sales and marketing strategies, and in the absence of sales trends analysis and the customer segmentation, this is hinders Lazada's ability to implement effective sales and marketing strategies.
All right. Okay. Quite a valid one. Kanu, how about you?
Yeah, yes, the lack of regional focus, which is without a clear strategy to prioritize the regions based on sales potential. Lazada is unable to optimize regional campaigns and resource allocations.
All right. Okay. So if I summarize, okay, thank you everyone for your valuable insights. That helps us like how we can help you in your journey. But if I summarize each of the problem statement or the challenges you are facing right now, everything is to do with the data. So the basic building block, that means there is a lot of transactions, there is a lot of sales happening through the website, but somehow you are not getting a trends or a data analysis properly, which is kind of a massive blocker for you to take some management information and also some decisions around it. So we're going to solve that challenge, and that's why Ajay always say like the data speaks, and if we have the right data analysis across all those channels and the sales that you have, and that would help you like where exactly you can focus, what should be your marketing strategy, what should be your sales strategy. So those things we can definitely rational based on the data that we are going to analyze. So what I did, because the stakeholders always talk about, okay, there are challenges, but we don't know what exactly is the challenge, which is what we are going to discuss today. But before coming to this meeting, I also collected some of the insights from the website where the real transaction is happening, where the sales are happening. And based on that, I also have prepared a data analysis strategy in Power BI, which I'm going to share with you. Just give me a second. You should be able to see my screen with a Power BI dashboard. Can you please confirm?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, so yeah, I mean, if for any one of you, this is the first time to see some insights. So this is the Power BI tool. That means whatever data or the sales transactions that is there in the Lazada website, I have extracted that and then try to make some visualizations which can help you, like how the sales trend or how is the data, that can help you to take some decision. So what you see here, the underlying of these visualizations is nothing but the data in your website. So that's the with that intent, I would really like to now understand that if any one of you can just let me know one challenges, and I'll try to solve that with this visualizations diagram. Yeah.
Samir, which region has the highest and lowest sales performance? And do you have any idea about which factors are contributing to these differences?
Yeah, Arun, that's a very good question. I think you are interested about the sales per region. And if you see here, this is the diagram for that. So you have 4 regions from where your sales are coming. That is West, East, North, and South. And pretty much West and East are in the same alignment. So mostly West are around 22,015 and East is also 21,809. So these 2 regions are doing pretty well. That means your sales strategy is working perfectly fine in these 2 regions. However, if you look for the South, then the sales are not that impressive, meaning compared to West and East, North is manageable, but you still have to play some strategy there. But South is really drastically bad, and you really have to bring on some improvements in your strategy and some sales channel so that you can really spike up your sales in the South region. So that's where it's not going pretty well in South.
Yeah, see, lower sales in South, right, could be various factors. Maybe we have lower market penetration, maybe the demand is pretty weak, or we have competitive challenges. Could be any of these external economic conditions, right? But the
Yeah.
West seems to have showing good progress. So maybe we seem to have some effective business strategies or high customer demand in that area. Maybe we need to look into those things. But yeah, thanks, Samir. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, indeed. As you rightly said, Arun, so West is really having a very strong market presence, whereas if you see for South, that is really, that could be various reasons, which you rightly mentioned. Correct. Yeah. Thank you, Arun. Maybe I can invite some next question
Sure.
based on those insights. Vijay.
Yeah, I can go next. And how do sales figures change from month to month? And are there any noticeable seasonal patterns?
All right, that's a very good question. Excellent question, I must say. If I understand your question perfectly, it's more about sales amount depending on months, so that you can really focus if there is a drip in any of the specific months. So that all right, so that will cover up this particular insight. So sales amount by month. If you see in the month of Jan, February, March, or in fact in April, so pretty much Q1 and starting Q2. You are doing pretty well, right? So that is there is no such major concern. However, if you look for the Q2 and starting Q3, that is May, June, and July, your sales are really, really low if you compare to Q1 of the starting of the year. Again, August, September, October, the sales are slightly trying to increase, but not up to the mark how it used to be in Jan, Feb, and March. And in the month of December, it is the topmost peak of the year. So overall, if I have to give you a time range where you really need to improve, that is in the month of May, June, and July, where the sales are very, very low and it is pretty much stagnant. So some improvements that you need to bring on there. And again, like you wanted to know. What could be a reason, right? Because there could be multiple reasons. And then when I see the data in your website, so let's say talk about in the month of December. So the sales reached to the highest point due to the holiday period coming up, Christmas period, New Year period, and all. So that makes an opportunity for you to to increase the stock level and do some marketing efforts before before this period itself, so that the kind of decline that you have in the November October period, you can, if you try to promote those strategy starting from September and all, so you can also reach out to a point, let's say equivalent to the sales in December. So that could be a good strategy for you. January, March, and all, it's always a good starting point. So business could really capitalize by continuing the post holiday promotions and all. For the slowdown in May and July, this could be due to fewer shopping events, summer vacation, consumer spending priorities are getting low. So there could be some of the possible regions I could figure out from the data. In the month of August to November, so that's the time when the sales begin picking up from August onwards with a steady increase towards November and all. and consumers or the customer they get themselves prepared for the upcoming holiday season. So that's a good period for you to launch some pre-holiday promotion, some bundle deal, some early bird discount. So meaning to say, like whatever sales you are seeing in the December, if you can make it a bit, or let's say a quarter before, then at least you can match up the sales that you see in December or even in the Q1 of the year. Does that answer your question, Vijay?
Yes, it does. So these are the strategies that you're mentioning, which is stocking up fully before December, especially the high demand items like dresses, shoes, and accessories, and also introducing mid-year promotion, say from May to July, to boost sales during that slower months. And then also starting holiday marketing early in August till November, so we can capture those early shoppers who stock up for the holidays. And then also extending New Year sales from January till March, so we still have that momentum. So
Correct.
yeah, that's great strategies, I would say. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Vijay. All right, maybe I can invite the next from our audience.
Yes, so I have one question here. So any reasons like why sales are more in December than rest of the month in the financial year?
Sure, I can take that. So there are several key reasons for the peak in December compared to other months in the fiscal year. First of all, December is all about holiday season, which is Christmas and New Year around the corner. People would spend more than usual for gifts or shopping for themselves and getting ready for the holiday parties, etc. And the second would be people would love those clear out inventory sales. That's like the year-end sale. That's one of the reasons for the peak in sales in December. Another would be a change in season, especially in the colder regions, because people need those coats, shoes, or accessories or so for staying warm and stylish. Other one would be also people would be getting year-end bonuses, which means more spending, especially they can splurge on luxury items or high-end fashion stuff. That's one of that. And then finally, we cannot forget or ignore the online shopping. December sees surge in e-commerce, and thanks to holiday gifting and last-minute shopping trends. So many consumers prefer this convenience of ordering online, especially when they don't have time. And then when we offer the fast shipping options. In fact, if we look at the sales by channel data, online platforms are major contributors for December sales spike. And like I said before, or Samir said before, stocking up December inventory and just starting the promotions early on and leveraging e-commerce aggressively and offering last minute shipping options to attract online buyers. Plus, considering bundled gift packages that would promote our sales, and then you can attract more customers. Those would be the key driving factors for the peak in December sales.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Vijay.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go next to Samir. So I want to understand, how do you compare online and in-store sales? And do you see any shift in consumer purchasing behavior? Do you see any difference the consumers' behavior while purchasing online and in-store sales?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. So I think this particular visualizations, which says sales amount by channel, right? So if you can see, most of the time the consumers prefer on the online, but in-store is not completely nil, but it's not the major market cap, but at the same time, it does contribute to some of your sales. So 67.52% of your sales revenue is coming from online. However, 32.48% of the sales is coming from the in-store channel. If I see the kind of data that we have, like there is also a clean inclination, like people have a strong preference for physical shopping, but online makes it more convenient when you have a digital presence, so you can browse through different items, and you can put it in your cart and see how that makes so you have time to take a decisions, and that's why possibly online is really spiking up, but your in-store is really getting down. So based on the data that I have collected across the distribution of sales, online versus in-store, I can say dresses and shoes. Dresses possibly contributing around 33.58%. If you see, shoes are really contributing around 28.81%. So your dresses and shoes are really making to a bigger spend through the online channel, and which is why the sales volume is really high. But if you see for the accessories and the shirt, though, their in-store sale is 17%, and the regional differences in shopping behavior, sometimes like some regions contribute more to online, whereas they heavily rely on the in-store purchases. So West and East region have the overall sale more into the online. So it's a mixed option that we have. But overall, the kind of strategy that you have put on online, that has seemed to be successful across all the 4 product type, that is dress, shoes, accessories, and shirts. So possibly if you can make a not 100% equal, but similar or equivalent strategy in the in-store partners, I think that can also spike up or boost your sales in the in-store one, I would say. But yeah, more dress and shoes, who are the major contributor, they're performing really pretty well in the online side. Yeah, as you can already see on my screen.
Yeah. Thanks, Samir. I see consumer shift and growth opportunity. So while the in-store sales are dominant, but there is a potential significant growth in online channel as well, especially for dresses, shoes, and men's fashion. And when we target this younger consumers through social media or influencing markets, then we could really accelerate the online discounts. So really
Yeah,
improving the online shopping experience, giving a flexible return policy can also boost digital sales. Yeah, thanks so much, Samir.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you. All
Hi,
right, great.
Samir.
Yeah, hi. Yes, please.
This is Bisma. I want to go next.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, based on your data, what I find so interesting is that I like to understand like which age group will contribute most to the sales, and does it vary by region?
Yeah, Vismay, this is a real good question again, right? Because what I have, and that really makes me, believe that the way you have done your marketing or advertisement seems like for the younger generation or the Gen Z, it is really working well. And I'm going to speak about that one. If you see here, the sales amount by age and region. So these are the 4 region, like East, North, South, and West. So between 20 to 25 age and all, you can see these the sales volume are pretty high. However, if you look for 45 in the age group of 45, or in the age group of 30 to 35, or 40 onwards, the sales are not that high. But the younger generations like 20, 25, or up to 30, you are doing pretty well. So yeah, so that's the dominant age group, I would say. 20 to 25 contributes most of your sales. So across 10,234, the number to be exact. East regions also has a very high sales from the younger buyers, approximate 5,000, and reinforcing the trend about youth-driven shopping. North and South regions have overall lower sales, but still follow a very similar pattern, like younger consumers are really leading in terms of the old generations. So that possibly makes me believe like the kind of style or the product quality or the kind of inventory that you have is really a massive one, or massive options for the younger generation, rather than the older generations that we see 35 years and above. Bismoy.
Okay. Thank you, Samir, for your wonderful insight on sales. I can see some implications and, of course, some opportunities. It seems that since younger consumer dominate sales, marketing efforts should be focused on mostly on digital engagement, such as social media ads, influencer partnership, and online promotions. Also, the regional strategies can be more tailored, offering localized deal or pop-up event to boost engagement in lower performing areas. Moreover, if business wants to expand their reach to older demographics, we need to introduce target promotions, comfort-focused products, and it seems even a personalized shopping experience could help here. So thank you again, Samir, for your insight.
Indeed. Happy that it helped you in terms of taking the right strategy, or at least you are in the process of taking the right strategy. Thanks, Bismoy, for the good question. Maybe I can invite anyone else.
Hi, Samir. This is Kanu
Hey,
here.
hello.
I wanted to know which category contributes more to the sales revenue and how does this vary across regions?
Yeah, so that's a good question, I must say. So your question is more about region, category, and also the product type. So you can possibly refer this diagram. And what I have done here, so we have men category and women category, and we have the 4 product types like accessories, dress, shoes, and shirts. So if I go by your questions, so we have some wonderful insights. So let's say sales amount by region and category. So East region and West region, the women are contributing more towards the sales revenue than the men, whereas North and South, men are contributing more to the revenue than the women. But if you go by the sales amount by channel, so in-store and online, so women have higher sales, but online women are also the higher sales. So moreover, women are really doing a good amount of shopping in both the sales amount by channel. If you go by the product type and also the regions, accessories, dress, shirts, and shoes, like check for dresses. So here, women's are really doing great here, right? So in terms of accessories, also we have more in the eastern presence. So overall, in short, for dress, women dominate sales in all the regions. For shirts, men contribute more towards north and south. Accessories also, women contribute more to sales revenue in east and west. And for shoes, women have higher sales in the east and west. So that's a mixed trend that we see. In general, the general perception is like women are more towards shopping and all. Well, in general, it's correct. But if you see the data, then I can also say in your website, men's are also equivalently doing a lot of sales. See about this one. So here in the dresses, men's are doing 4,326. However, women's sales are around 2,000. So that means men's are really also more prefer to the new style, new designs. So yeah, that would be the insights, Kano.
Yes. So I feel the factors influencing differences. There are several factors with that. One is cultural preferences, where regional cultural norms and preferences can affect purchasing behaviors between men and women. Economic conditions like income levels and employment rates can vary across regions and influence sales contributions. Marketing strategies, where targeted marketing strategies tailored to specific regions and demographics can impact sales performance. And the fourth one is availability of products. So the availability and the variety of products catering to different genders can also play a role in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you. Thanks, Samir.
Yeah. Thank you, Kano. Good summary, I must say. All right.
Okay. Yes, Samir, are there any correlation between age group and the preferred product type?
Yes, so there is indeed some correlation, and that's why I think you can still refer, as I mentioned, like 20 to 25 age group is really doing a very excellent. I mean, we do have some good sales there in that age range. But if I see about your question about age group and preferred product type, well, the young adults, which is like in the age of 20, they prefer dress and shoes. Mid 20s, around 25 years, so they prefer accessories and dresses. Early 30s, they're preferring shirts and shoes. And in the age of 35, let's say mid 30 to 35, they prefer shirts and accessories. So these preferences are also influenced. Like if I see the trends that you also see on this data insight, right? So they're of different factors. Let's say lifestyle factors. Let's say your social activities, what is your personal taste or your personal situation or circumstances. So this data that I'm showing you, that can be useful to target the marketing strategy and also to tailor the product where you see for a specific age group the sales are not getting up and high. So you can really make some good product offerings to that age group. So this can be a good insights for you to decide which market or which product to pitch in and for what age group. Alison.
Yes, thank you, Simir. Thank you for that insights. So, for each age group, the key is to utilize the right channel to reach our audience, then offer specialized and relevant products, then highlight the preferred product in the way that resonate for their lifestyle and their preference. Yes, that can be great strategies for us as a findings from these insights. Thanks, Sumit. Thanks for the insights.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Happy for that. Thank you,
Okay, so
Alison. Yeah. Sorry.
yeah, sorry
Someone
to
is.
interrupt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which product type here generates the highest revenue and which one underperform?
Yeah, so it is more about the product type and the sales amount. I think this is a good insight for you. So the dresses and the shoes are really making to the highest one. So the dresses are contributing 33.58%, and whereas the shoes are contributing around 28.81 percentage of your one. But if you to look for the shirt sales, so that is really it's a bit of conservative sales, I can say. So it's 13.5%, which can be improved if you focus like what regions has that specific data insights and all. So yeah, so certainly my suggestion would be the top revenue are dress, shirts and shoes, underperforming are accessories and shirts. So more about like if you focus on the high performing products and identify the opportunity which can boost the sales of the underperforming one, and what are the strategies you have already followed for the high performing like dress and shoes. If you can make some of them implemented in the underperforming like shirts, I think that can spike up. But you also have to consider like which regions from the sales amount by region, category and product type channel. Sally.
Okay, so like what I understood is like dresses, shirts, shoes, those are your highest revenue, and accessories, and depending on the region and age group, all these are kind of your based on that underperforming. So
That's good.
yeah, so by focusing on this high performing product and identifying opportunities, you can boost the sales of the underperforming one, and business can also optimize their strategies for further revenue growth. So
That's correct.
are there certain products more popular in specific region?
Yeah, so for region wise, if you see, like for example, in the men's category, if I click on that one, so these all data are really like interlinked and all. So if you see in the men's category for the region East, it is more about, it's having accessories around 4.21 percentage, right? So but if you click also per region wise, there's a different size. Like for each of the visualizations, it will be changed. But the moment you select on each of the things, it will tell you which specific region, which category, and for what product type it's more. But overall, from the whole market strategy, dresses are really upleading in all the four regions.
Okay, it makes sense. Thank you, Samir.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey Samir, I'm curious about the sales of different product categories. How do they compare across genders?
Yeah, that's a good one, Vijay, because as I say, like in general, if you speak like, well, possibly women's are doing well, but that's not the case. I think in one of the previous question from one of our stakeholder also mentioned, like there are certain regions like dress and shoes. If you look for the eastern region, the men's sales are really more than the women's what they are purchasing. So the factors, well, for accessories, men and women, men sales are lower than compared to women, and women has sales amount indicating a strong preference for accessories, because obviously somebody wants to go for a party, and also there is a real strong preference to have some artificials, accessories and all. For the dress, men's are like minimal sales amount, and dresses are predominantly purchased by women. Women are also like very high in the sales amount for dresses, and making it as one of the top performing categories for women. For shoes, it's like moderate to high sales, depending on the regions. But for women, it's all-time high sales amount with a strong preference for shoes. So it's a the trend of it's a mixed combined trend, but you should not neglect the men's section, because as I can already see, there are some of the regions or some of the product category like your accessories, dresses, shoes, even though shirts are comparatively same both for women and men, but these three categories like shoes, dresses and accessories, regions like east or north, men's are really doing a lot of purchase than women. So there is still some potential opportunity that you can switch over those trends to the low performing regions.
Okay, so based on the data, again, thank you for explaining this. And based on the data, women prefer accessories, dresses, and shoes, whereas men favor shirts and to a lesser extent, shoes as well. And yeah, so that's great. So these insights help us tailoring for our marketing strategy so we can boost our sales as well. Thank you,
Yeah,
Samir. Thank you for your input.
pleasure.
Yes,
All right. Hey.
yeah, Samir. So, I want to understand which specific product type is significantly performing better online versus in-store.
Yeah, I think the same trend about online sales and in-store sale. Again, like as I mentioned, those all the data are interlinked. So if you click on the online sale, then you can know like what are the product type or the relevant sales for that. And if you click on the in-store sale, then you get the relevant product, the region-wise sales, the category men or women, and like month-wise sales, etc., etc. But overall, if I summarize for you, the online sales, dresses, accessories, and shoes. So those are the three, high performing from an online perspective. So dresses are they trend to perform pretty well. Accessories has a strong online presence as well. Shoes also perform well due to the availability of broader range of brands and also as well as style. And the fit and comfort are crucial, but I think that's a possible improvements that you can also bring in terms of your return policies. If when it comes to the in-store sales, I think shirt are still doing better because it keeps an option so that you can try it out. If that fits, the comfort, the experience of feeling the fabric, that can also influence the purchasing decisions. So you can have a better sell over
Right.
there. Shoes, they are doing well in online, but they also tend to perform well in the in-store. So it's a both 50-50, I can say, but still then you can see per region wise which area you have to improve more on that part. Dresses, that is also really doing well for the similar regions that I mentioned for shoes in the in-store region. So customer can try them and access the fit and see the looks in person. So I think overall your shirt, shoes and dress in-store are doing really great as well.
Yeah, thanks, Samir. So to summarize, I see for online the dresses, accessories, and shoes are rocketing due to its convenience and variety. And for in-store, I see due to the tactile experience and fitting, and the person, as you mentioned, person can see themselves. Shirts, shoes, and dresses are rocketing. So that's curious, and I think these insights can help us tailor marketing and sales strategies to leverage our strength for both online and offline store channels. So thank you so much, Samir.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for asking the question. All right, let's pick up our next question. Yes, Sahili, you have a question.
Yeah, I have one
Yeah.
How do sales channels like online versus in-store perform in different regions?
Yeah, so I think I already had that insights here as well. So you can see around online is around 23, sorry, in-store is around 23,000, whereas your online sale is around 48,000 of the sales that we have got. So overall margin, if you see sales amount by region, category, and product type, which is this particular visualization. So for accessories, east, north, south, west, pretty much women are dominating on that far side. For dresses, east, north, south, west, higher sales for women as well compared to men. For shirts, in some of the regions, it's better. I mean, men's are doing well than the women. And also for the shoes, I think some of the regions where men's are doing well than the women. So again, it's a mixed sales reactions that we have got on the data. But comparatively, I would say you can possibly give equal importance to both women category or to the men category, because of the fact like women's category are really they're doing comparatively well. Men's category in some of the regions are doing well, but some of the regions not. So your focus of or the strategy should be men's category and where the sales are comparatively low. So that should be a starting point to formalize a strategy, how you can improve that one.
Okay, thanks for the explanation, Samir. So what I understood from the data representation is like your in-store sales is significantly outperforming the online sales across all region. And additionally, if I mention that women's sales amounts are consistently higher compared to the men's across all the product type and the region. Is my understanding correct?
Yeah, that is correct. So that's how your next strategy should be. Yes. Yeah.
Hi, Samir, Kanu here. Are there any underperforming regions that require targeted marketing strategies?
Yeah. Yes. So I think that one also I prepared by the count of the data that you have sales amount by region. So all the volumes of sales you can already see over here. But if I summarize the things, so South regions comparatively, as you can see, so that's really underperforming compared to the other regions with significantly lower sales. North region is also performing below the average, but it's not as poor as the South region. But your West and East regions are really doing extremely well. So because of these two regions doing well, so you are able to manage the sales. But my suggestion would be your next target should be in the South regions, probably bring some young influencer and see how the possibly, because as you can see 20 to 25 age group, that means the young generation are more inclined towards your company or towards your product. Then they have contributed also in the West and East regions. So for young generation influencers like Instagram influencer or any public social media persons, if you can make them as your brand ambassador and see how the strategy works out for the South region, that might boost up your sales. But yeah, your strategy should be for the South as a next action item.
So the South region would benefit from targeted marketing strategies to improve sales
Right.
performance. And you might also consider some focused efforts in the North region to boost its sales as well.
That's correct. Yeah. So
Okay.
these are the two regions, South and North. North is doing comparatively well than South, but South is the lowest in the sales, as you can see here.
Right. Thanks, Samir.
No problem. Thank you, Kanu, for asking the question. All right, I think quite a lot of nice interactions, and that makes me feel like that data that we have presented here today, that's helping you in your journey how to make more some stringent strategy so that it can boost up the overall sales and all. And one way I'm pretty happy that this kind of data analysis helped you. I mean, what was missing in your problem statement or challenges, and all of us really like to help you in your journey towards making a good sales for Lazada. So maybe just to summarize the things, because we have all the key stakeholders here from different department, can I just ask, like, what is the overall suggestions or the strategy that you guys have to increase the overall sales across all the regions, because now that you have seen the screenshot, we have discussed some of the sales strategy, where exactly it is going down, going up, etc., etc. So what is your overall suggestion or strategy that you could think of? Maybe one by one, if you can summarize the things, that will help each other and we learn from that. So maybe someone would like to take it up.
Sure, Samir, I can. My first suggestion would be let's focus on high performing regions because the West and East regions have the highest sales. So focusing on boosting growth there makes sense. So we can do this through targeted marketing campaigns, promotions, and loyalty programs to retain existing customers and also to attract new ones.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you, Vijay.
Yeah, then I would like to see the improved in sales in underperforming regions. As you mentioned, South is really performing very low, and then is the North. So these two South and North regions are underperforming compared to West and East. So if we implement the localized marketing strategies and proper distribution channels, and also promote promotions to these region, it will really help boost good sales in South and North region. Also, if we can consider region specific and advertising, that will also help increase brand presence. So that is what I wanted to add. Yeah, thanks, Samir.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Anjali. So you folks had some very good points. So from my side, what I would say is just what you told initially, right, about that December seasonal sales. So we need to capitalize more on those peak sale months. Maybe we can, I don't know, kind of extend the holiday shopping, right? Maybe just not wait for December or year end, just a few weeks or a month before we can kind of start giving early deals. And even after the end of the holiday season, right, we can kind of give some post-holiday clearance sales or something. That way, we kind of extend the holiday season, right? And maybe that would help us get a more market penetration and more sales. So yeah, yeah, that's all I have, Samir. Good one so far.
Excellent
Thank
point,
you.
Arun. I think that's a real good strategy. I mean, if you can extend the same strategy for what you were doing for December, then why not? It would work out in the previous months. I think in the same quarter. So pretty much, I'm with you, like with your thought process and also the strategy. Yeah. Thanks, Arun.
Yeah, thank you, Samir, for this wonderful data insight. So the thing which I come up across after seeing this visuals is that maybe we can enhance the online sales. So that is a strategy I can adopt to my sales department. So while in-store sales are higher, but there is a possibility to increase the online sales. For that, I need to improve the online shopping experience by offering maybe exclusive online deals, better user interface, and faster delivery. And also, we need to focus on improving the customer support experience. Also, there is a area to invest more in digital marketing, because that is where everyone is focusing on. So that will also attract more online shoppers. So these are the points that I can get from this wonderful data insight of yours. So thank you again, Samir, for the wonderful data insight on sales.
No problem. Thanks, Vishmay.
Yeah, I think as per the data, we have to target younger age groups since this 20 to 25 age group generate highest sales, especially in the Western region. Customized products and marketing efforts to cater this demographic, leverage social media, influencer collaborations, then trendy product selections to engage the younger customers. Those things we can implement, I think.
Perfect. Yeah. 2025 is the right age group for the highest sales. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, Samir. So my suggestion will be promote high selling product types, like as you already mentioned that dresses, shirt have the highest sales among the all other product types. So I will suggest that focus on these products by expanding the range, by offering new design, running targeted promotions, and highlight these categories in all the marketing campaigns to attract the more customer. So this will be my suggestion.
Yeah. Good,
I,
Sally.
yeah, Samir, this Kanu here. So I feel increase in women's product sales. Like women's products generally have higher sales across all regions. So expanding the women's product line and creating targeted marketing campaigns can really boost sales in this category.
Perfect. Yeah. Nice insights, Kanu. Indeed, that's the case.
And we can optimize the sales channels more as this in-store sales are more stronger. Elevate this in-store shopping experience by improving the customer service, catering, inviting store layout, offering exclusives in-store promotions, then blending online and in-store experience with features like click and collect
Yeah.
products, and those kind of things we can implement.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Correct. Thank you, Alison.
I have another one, Samir.
Yeah, sure. Vijay.
So let's leverage data analytics. By leveraging data analytics to understand customer preferences, their buying behavior, and also market trends.
Yeah.
I think this will help us make informed decisions, also personalize our marketing strategies, and also optimize inventory management. So these things
Correct.
can boost our sales.
Yeah, the data analytics that you see right now, it has to be, I mean, we'll try to roll out, it's like in a repetitive way, so that as and when there is a sales, you can get a real-time insights with this analytic steps, and that would help also to take some strategy right at the time. So instead of looking at the past data, you can check the real data that is going through across your website and take the right strategy. So indeed, data analytics with Power BI or any marketing tool, and at the same time, data analysis is the key here. Thank you, Vijay. Thanks for
Thank you.
the good insights. Yeah.
Okay, Samir, I wanted to add one more thing. Now, see, this data that you are presenting, right, is very good, but I'm more interested in what the customer feels, right? We need to have some way, maybe not immediately, but we need to look at ways of how you can present the customer feedback and the way we are engaging to the customer, right, to us, so that we can get a better feel of it. So basically, what I'm looking for is we should be seeking more customer feedback actively, so that we can kind of understand their needs and preferences, right? So again, I need to probably talk to the other folks in-house, but we should be having already some way of interacting with the customers through social media, in addition to the email marketing and loyalty programs, right? So that way, we kind of built a strong community of users, right? And they have a great customer relationship. The what do you say? In addition to repeat customers, the word of mouth customer pulling, right? The customer bringing customers to us. Those things will develop a lot. So I'm more interested in that part of it. So yeah, thanks anyway for this great session, Samir. It helps us a lot in taking great decisions. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no, it also helps, speaking with you all, like who are the key stakes, who are part of the sales journey and all. And in terms of your feedback, what around like getting the customer feedback, indeed. So customer is the key, and we can also make some good data analysis or insights, as in when you speak to your in-house folks and enable some channel, we have the data in our website. We can also see what's the feedback trends going on. So I think we have the option. We just need the data. So if you can channelize this particular strategy, I think it would also help us for the future journey for Lazada. So thank you once again, Arun, for the good insights there. All right. I think that pretty much it's a quite insightful, quite interactive sessions. Each one of you just came up with your suggestions, thought process, and it also helped you like how this data trend overall makes the journey pretty easy. So starting up the sessions, you had some challenges, some question in mind. You were kind of lost, like where my sales are going through, and I hope this data helped you to focus on the right direction and also to bring to the right strategy onto the platform. So with that note, I once again thank you all for a valuable time, and back to you, Sunam.
Okay, thank you, Samir, for conducting this session, and thanks to everyone for participating. And our viewers, we hope you found the session valuable, and if you enjoy it, please smash like and subscribe, and we look forward to see you in our next session. Until then, take care. This is CareersTalk team signing off. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.